Scenes like these are becoming more common along the US-Mexico border. Long lines of Chinese nationals being questioned by US Border Patrol agents.
The people here, the police here, I think they are very kind, and that's the America in my head.
A growing number of Chinese migrants are crossing into the United States from Mexico without visas, taking irregular overland routes across Latin America. Over the course of 3 weeks, Reuters witnessed hundreds of Chinese nationals along an isolated border stretch in southeastern Texas. Reuters interviewed more than 24 of them. All of those interviewed said they got the idea to take the land route on social media and drew on influencers, private groups, and comments to plan their trips. We're blurring their faces and not naming them to protect their identity.
I go to Hong Kong from my Hubei first, and then to Thailand from Hong Kong by plane, and then Turkey from Thailand by plane, and Ecuador, and up through the South America to America here.
The Chinese embassy in Washington said in an email that the government opposes illegal migration, which, quote, is an international issue that requires cooperation between countries. The economic aftershocks of China's COVID lockdowns, coupled with the difficulty of obtaining US visas, have led to a sharp increase in Chinese nationals presenting at the US-Mexico border. That's according to immigration experts, attorneys, and current and former US officials. Immigration attorney Xiaosheng Huang.
China had a very strict zero COVID-19 tolerance policy. So basically everything is shut down, home shut down, business is shut down, the whole country is shut down. The people cannot stay at home staring at the wall all the time. They have to make money to make ends meet. The mortgage has to be paid, and the food has to be on the table. So they have no opportunity over there.
Apprehensions of Chinese nationals at the US-Mexican border reached more than 6,500 in the 6 months since October 2022. That's according to US Customs and Border Protection data. While just a sliver of the hundreds of thousands of migrants arriving at the southwest border, Chinese people were the fastest growing demographic in those 6 months, CBP data show. Some of them had relied on social media for detailed instructions for the trip, including what shoes to wear and how to find and pay for a reliable local guide. One of the platforms is the short video app Douyin, the Chinese counterpart of TikTok.
I started talking about getting out of the country on the social media such as Douyin, the Chinese version of TikTok, and some other platforms, so they exchange the information how to get out of the country, how to go to Ecuador from Europe or Macau, Hong Kong.
Both TikTok and Douyin are owned by ByteDance. The company did not respond to Reuters' requests for comment on the role of their websites in encouraging the increase in irregular migration.
The US and Russia are dangerously close to an armed conflict. This year, 2023, New Delhi will be the capital of global diplomacy. For a country as diverse as ours, with 88% of the population illiterate, it was a very big deal to write a constitution, and that too, the world's largest. Meanwhile, if we may, here's a Republic Day gift from India for the BBC. A list of suggestions for the BBC for their upcoming documentaries. Number 1, the Kohinoor and the colonial loot. Number 2, an outdated monarchy and unhealthy obsession with the royals. Number 3, racism in 2023. We're waiting.